showing you how to make the mesh that we just created and map it out and put a face to it. Now this is real easy. It's going to go kind of quick, so you feel free to replay this if you need to. Alright, so here we are, exactly where we left off. The pipe, the mesh. Okay, now I told you I'd show you how to fix this, how it's crooked like that. Hold down your Alt, press it between here until it's all cleared up. Push S, X, 0. There, we just scaled it onto 0. Scaled it on the X-axis to 0. And it's straight now. Okay? Now while we got that highlighted, a lot of you start out on the tools. Okay? Come down to shading and UVs, click that. Come down to UV mapping, UVs right here. Mark scene, click that. You'll see a turn a shade of red. If I unhighlight that, boom, red line. Do the same thing to the other side. Remember, in between the verts, hold down Alt, click, right click, mark scene. Go underneath your project, because the mapping for an exhaust pipe is usually at the bottom, underneath. In between your two vertices, Alt, right click, boom, front to back line, mark seam. Okay, now we got our seam marked, front to back, both ends, booyah. Okay, come up here till your arrows appear. You want to come between the border and the window. Your two arrows will appear like that, double arrow, right click, split area, bring that line to about the middle. Doesn't have to be perfect. Now you got two separate working screens of Blender. Come down here to the white box, and you can do this on either side. Okay, if you'd rather have your map over here, that's fine. I like mine over here. Come down here, click that, come up to image, UV image editor, click it, boom. Now you got your mapping area. Mapping area only works on X and Y axis, your red and green. It does not have a Z, okay, because it's just a picture. That's all we're doing is making a picture. Now depending on which side your cursor is on is which side it'll work. Bring it over to this side here, hit your A button, it'll highlight. You come over here, as you can see I've already unwrapped this. That don't matter. With your cursor over here, hit your U, unwrap, boom. Now you can see it looks kind of weird over here. Now you can make this bigger by moving it, scroll in on it, use my mouse button to scroll in and out. Okay, or you can hold it down and move it around if you want. Okay. There. Hit your G button for grab. And we're going to move it on the Y axis. Press your Y. Lines won't appear, but you'll be able to move it just up and down. You want that right about in the middle. Now we're going to scale it on the Y axis. S and Y. You see a line appears there. That's your dragging line. Okay, so we want to make that just a little bit bigger. That's fine. And your cursor may go off the side of the screen and pop on. That's fine. Now we just made it bigger to make it easier to work with. Hit your A button to deselect everything. Same thing over here as over here. You go in between two verts and it'll select that line. Alt, right click. Now we're gonna make this line straight because this is a really whacked out map. So hit your W, align along the Y axis, align Y. Boom. You do that for all of them. So come down here, Alt, W, Y. Alt, right click, W, align Y. You get the picture all the way down. Now making maps is not easy, it's not fun, but it is necessary for a good look. There, now we got all them straight. Now for the most part, these are all straight. There's a few in here that are off, just a few. So we're not going to do them all. Might do this one. W on the X axis. That one's alright. We'll try this one here. Why not do that one too? I mean, the process can go a lot easier. When I first started out, I was clicking them all one at a time, and that took forever. There. A couple of these aren't straight, but it ain't gonna hurt nothing. Now we got us a nice square map, but you notice over here, it kind of comes off a little bit. We don't like that. A button will highlight everything. S, we're gonna scale it in just a little bit, just so it's inside everywhere. Then we're gonna scale on the Y, put it back about where it was, because you want it as close to that as possible. That gives us an approximate length of it, okay? Now if you had like 4 of these going on, you can grab Y, move it up, and be able to stack them. But this is just one, so we put it right about in the middle. Now, there's different ways to tell which is the front and the back. Apps don't always unload or load the way that you want them to. You will find that out. Now, right here you notice a shaded area. You can always look for that. Boom, we know this is the front. If that shaded area was in the middle somewhere, see if it was on there, it would be harder to tell. And the way you would be able to tell is everything highlighted, come down here and click this box with an arrow, okay? And now whatever's highlighted here or here, both sides will. So we can unhighlight that, and we want to know this is the front, we know that. So we'll click this, boom, we know that's the front. If you want to go by the back, same thing with the back. Be able to tell. Alright, so now we got our map made. Highlight everything by pushing your A button. A unhighlights and highlights. Come down here to UVs, click that, come up to export, find where you want to put it. Alright, I would put mine in a store under motorcycles somewhere, and then you want to name it. You want to leave .png on, okay, because it's going to be a PNG file. So you highlight anything before the .png, put your name in there, exhaust 1, okay, and we'll just go ahead and put it here underneath the BSC's store, okay. And after you name, click inside it here somewhere. That'll give you your arrow back, and then click export. Takes it a second, and then it'll export. Boom, now you got your map. Now you can open your map in Photoshop, Paint Shop, Pro, or as I use GIMP. Okay, open your map in GIMP, and then you can texture it. You know, the front you're going to want to rainbow it a little bit for so it's burnt. The back you may want some black smoke, exhaust, soot, or whatever on there. You may even want to put some kind of a chrome design in there, or whatever. Just make sure that it fits, that this map fits inside of it, and you should be good to go. Okay, now we're not done. Come back over here, we can move this out of the way. Right now we made the map, but we don't have a material. There ain't nothing to say, hey, map, I want you to lay here. Okay, so you come over here to this little round spot. If you let it sit there, you'll see it says material. Click that, go to new, come down to diffuse, this white box here, click it, and then select a color. I usually go blue exhaust. Then move your cursor out to the side until that disappears. Now we're still not done. Hit your tab button, go back to edit mode. Come up here to assign, and click that. Boom. Now it's assigned. Now, when you bring this pipe in world, and you've made your map, your texture map, all you have to do is lay it on there, and it'll fit just perfectly fine. That is how you map something. This one is a little easier than some, but that's how you map an exhaust pipe. And of course from here you want to export it. There's two things that you can do with this. Now what I should have told you before you actually made the pipe, and this is something you want to get in a habit of, is when you are editing something on a curve, before you switch it to a mesh, convert it to a mesh, you want to save it as a blend file. Okay, I always save it as a blend file and then a mesh. The mesh is going to be directly uploaded. Working with a mesh after it's been saved is difficult because a lot of times it'll erase your mapping. Okay, So you come up here and you just save as, and put that into the BFCD store. You would put your exhaust one there. Yeah. Alright, we save that as a blend file. And then come up and go to export. Now I've got two of them here. You're only going to have one. The only reason I got two is because I have Avastar. Okay. So you go to Collada, which is an SL file, and you do the same thing. You save it as exhaust one, and you'll know it says DAE. You export it. And now the next video, I'll show you the right ways to upload these.